Welcome to eClub and Rooty. Hope you have a good night.
Fun was last time. Weren't they crazy? We've tried to calm them down, but we have equally spectacular group of panellists up here about baby boomers tonight.
As of Tuesday, we're now running Victoria's Basement. We now have companies in the Virgin Islands, Dubai, Mata, New Zealand, South Africa. Okay, so GE have now exited the mortgage home loan market. They've sold $5.3 billion to a company called Pepper Home Loans. This company now will be the largest non-bank home loan originator in the Australian and New Zealand market.
We have some amazing panellists that we're going to get to know a little bit more tonight.
We definitely see that this is certainly an audience, particularly that 45 to 64 age group, which is what we're talking about, are by no means laggards in this sense. As at December, a third of boomers owned a smartphone. No doubt that's higher now in 6 months. 85% of them buy online. Over half of them maintain a Facebook profile.
Olive Riley was 108 years old when she was a blogger. Now, Olive blogged about her experience in life. She lived through 2 world wars, a Great Depression. She was a barmaid in Sydney, cattle hand, station cook in Queensland. Very, very, very rich life. I use technology all the time. Used to work at IBM and Telstra, but then I also looked at who else there was, just in case I was an outlier. And it was around about that time that Barack Obama won his election as a result of being very, very social media savvy. And he happens to be 48 as well. So you look at the generational thing and people are starting to become, it starts to become less about age and more about their attitudes.
Particularly for a baby boomer, and for this topic, it's about, they will post-rationalise why they are using Facebook. It's about connection. They'll say, I go to Skype because it keeps me connected. I will go to Google because it helps me. And then the brands they understand. And if the brand is there, I think they may be entertained and engaged with it if it's a brand that they trust and they love, but it's actually more about functionality. At any digital touch point, you want to put social elements, searchable elements around that product and that offer.
Twaddle. You're not going to make money out of social.
I think you are.
Mike,
no way.
that brings me back to you.
No way.
What do you think?
Directly, you're not going to make money out of social. I'm sorry, you're not.
The issue that we're discussing is the value of the medium. And all we're doing is adding another medium. Facebook is another medium. It's another piece of communication tool. It's no different from people driving down the street and seeing 1,000 billboards or 100 ads every 50 minutes on the TV.
This whole concept that, Twitter's going to suddenly change the way I feel about products and services and suddenly going to be this a whole ecosystem through which I live my life is just not, well, certainly for me personally, is not a reality.
It's a quick question. Could it possibly mean that what people are really searching for is trust, something that they can trust?
Trust doesn't necessarily have to come from your direct contacts. Yeah. I think people are going to forums these days and they're savvy now. They can kind of, go through all of those comments and work out who sounds like a trusted source, even if it's not a known face-to-face contact.
It's not. I love the panel format. Do you love the panel of experts?
I do. We've had the panel for at least a year that I can think of. The panel's always changed, but it's a format that works well.
TV advertising, they need to rethink.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm skipping them. I don't watch ads. I mean, the old man's been flicking ads for years, so he's the same.
And if you had something to say to the Virtual.Offis team that they can look back on the camera, what would you say?
We love you.
Great job to Craig and Chai. Hi boys. Brilliant work, excellent idea, and keep it up.
This one, the social media, there were something like 90,000 impressions on our tweets. So get involved and get in the discussion.
And obviously, just come to the next eClub if you want more.